Welcome to Stage Your Savvy, insider secrets to stage your home and sell it for more. My name is Stephanie, and this is the podcast where we bring you the latest tips, tricks, and expert insights from the world of professional home staging. And I'm joined by my friend and fellow staging expert, Kandice.
Hi, everyone. We may be competitors in the Denver market, but we believe in abundance and collaboration over competition. And we're here to share our collective knowledge with you. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn from the experts. This is Stage Your Savvy.
Welcome back to Stage Your Savvy. I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Kandice.
We are your go-to guides for staging tips that make selling less stressful and a lot more successful. So today we're diving into a big one. This is storage solutions for sellers, because let's face it, when you're getting ready to list your home, the last thing buyers want to see is your clutter. And the last thing you want to feel is overwhelmed by where to put everything. So don't worry, we've got you covered. We're going to talk about all of that today.
So why does storage matter in staging? Storage isn't glamorous.
No.
And it's one of the biggest selling points for buyers. Most people are moving because they've run out of space in their own home. Mm-hmm. And so we want to show them that there's plenty of space in this new property that they're considering.
Yep.
So buyers love to peek into closets and pantries, and they're always, looking to see if there's room for their stuff, and if all these closets and pantries are overflowing, the perception is that there isn't enough space. So right. We want to change that perception and make it feel like there's plenty of space for all their stuff.
Mm-hmm. So there are some closets are more important than others, right? Tell us the three most important closets.
Well, the linen closet is extremely important. The coat closet is important, and the primary bedroom. Those are the three main closets.
Yeah, those are the ones that are going to care about the most.
Yeah.
Right. So
a pantry. I like to throw in a pantry, because if the pantry is overflowing, again, that says that there isn't enough storage for all your food and things.
Agree. If it's like a quarter full and neatly organized, it's going to feel so much more spacious.
It really is.
Yeah, yes. That's what buyers want. So before we can store things, we have to declutter, maybe do a little purging, whatever, right? So before we think about the bins and the baskets, we have to declutter. Less stuff means that you have less stuff to hide. So this is the time to donate or to sell or to even just toss or pack away stuff that you're not going to need until after the move.
Right.
Seasonal clothing, holiday decorations, duplicate kitchen gadgets. Like, how many can openers do you have? If you've got 3, you probably only need to keep 1 in your kitchen for the next few months, right? Pack the extra stuff away.
Right.
Remember, the things that you don't need right now in the next few months, you don't need to have out or even in your home at all right now. So,
right.
Every town, every city, whatever, has a ton of options for donations, like Salvation Army, ARC, Goodwill, right? All of those thrift stores. Also, consignment stores are great. Estate sales are great. There are also a lot of nonprofits that help people get on their feet, or they take just specific items. Like there's some that help women get back into the career. So they're looking for career clothes. And if you're a career person, maybe you have a ton of that stuff to get away, right? There are places that specifically take home decor or furniture. So if you've got an excess of that and you're downsizing, consign that stuff. But the biggest thing is to get it out, to create more space in your home so that buyers see the space.
Right. And I know that you and I are both kind of going through this with our parents or our in-laws. And I know my mother is at the point where she needs to start getting rid of stuff and she's feeling overwhelmed by all of it. And so I said,
Yeah.
let's start simple with, doing the 3 piles: the donate, the toss, and the pack away. So it's a great place to start.
For sure. Yeah.
So now that you've gotten rid of, you've kind of gotten rid of all the clutter, and you're trying to figure out how you're going to deal with the things that you are keeping, we have a few smart storage solutions for you. And we always, both of us, share this in our consultations, because living in a staged home is not easy. And so we want to make it easier for you to keep your house looking its best for showings, even while you're living there. So we love clear plastic bins. Especially in the kitchens and pantries, where your flour is in a bin, your sugar's in a bin. It has that high perceived value when buyers open up that pantry and see everything neatly organized. So they love that.
Yes.
I don't know if everybody's heard about Maria Kondo, whatever it is. She's kind of changed everybody's feelings about being organized, because she show. And so nowadays buyers really are looking for organization in these closets and pantries.
Yeah, for sure. I also love, there's a show called The Home Edit. I don't know what it's on or anything like that, but there's 2 ladies. I can't even think of their names.
No, me either.
Joanne, and it doesn't matter. But same thing. They even have their own line of these clear bins now. They sell at Walmart or whatever, like the clear bins, to make it, either color coded, like all of your, put your green sweaters in one and your yellow sweaters in another. Like, you can really make it look cool if that's your thing, but the clear bins are great. Also, a little less aesthetically pleasing is the underbed storage, right? All the extra stuff. If you're selling in the summer and you've got a pile of sweaters, put them under the bed, or extra linens. We don't need 35 sets of sheets in the linen closet. We want a couple, and we want them neatly organized. Let's put the extras under the bed. They have wheelie little underbed things that make it really easy to get to them and get in and out. Also,
I personally would suggest you just pack them up and move them out to the garage in a box or something. I mean, it's almost like you're moving them first into under the bed, and then at some point you'll have to move them out. So why not just pack them up?
True. Get them out all together. If you don't need them, you're moving anyway. Pre-pack. Start pre-packing that stuff and get it off site.
Favorite thing to say. Pre-pack.
For real, yeah. But baskets, decorative boxes, these can be things that look decent when you need something still accessible, visible. So maybe it's for your remote controls, or maybe in the kids' room, you're going to collect all the toys, right? And if they're in a pretty bin or a pretty basket, it just makes it look nicer, neater, more pulled together. A mail basket, so you don't have mail like strewn all over the counter, whatever, things like that.
Right. We don't always recommend over-the-door storage solutions, because that kind of looks like, oh, you don't have enough room for all of these things.
Right.
However, if you used them as a solution for when you're having a showing, for instance, maybe you keep your curling iron, your hairbrush, your, those kinds of daily needs in one of those, then you could just pull it off, stick it in your car.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty of other uses for those over the door storage solutions. Also, you never forget about the furniture that has storage solutions built in, like a coffee table that you could lift up and put all your blankets or your remotes or your toys or whatever in there, so that it just looks nice and neat. So those can double as storage as well. And we especially love, I always recommend in my consultations, shower caddies.
Yes, me too.
People are showering every day, and when you have buyers that walk in to the bathroom, they don't necessarily want to see all your shower stuff. So we both recommend plastic shower caddy, you throw it all in there. You can either empty out a cabinet that becomes a stash cabinet for you, or you take that caddy into the car when you're having a showing, so that then you can bring it back and have it ready to go for your next day's shower. That's a great solution.
Yeah. And a last minute thing that I love for showings is like have a cardboard box or a laundry basket or whatever for the last minute stuff. Because again, it's hard to live in a staged home. Like we tend to not always put all the dishes away all the time, or we might have a pile of mail on the counter, whatever. If you have a laundry basket, throw that stuff in the laundry basket, throw your prescriptions in there and take it with you. It could be laundry, it could be bills, it could be toys, whatever's laying around the house, throw it in the laundry basket, stick it in the car, and get the heck out. And now all of a sudden your house is beautifully clean. So
that's a great tip, and
one of my favorites
all the time. So that's huge. So organized storage really sends the message that the house is well cared for, there's a lot of space for your things, and that it's move-in ready.
Yeah. What about offsite stuff? What if we don't have room in our place?
Right. And that's really important. So many people say to me, oh, well, we don't have room to move it out of the house.
Right.
And that's kind of like, what? So we always say to people, put it in your garage. Your garage, buyers know that you're moving, and so they do expect to see boxes and things in the garage.
Right.
But maybe your garage is already full of some of your stuff. Then get an offsite storage thing. I just lost the word for that.
Like a pod or a rental, whatever unit.
Thank you, unit. That was the word I was looking for. But they can deliver a pod to your driveway. You can load it up with anything that you're not using for the time being. They'll take it away and they'll bring it back to your new home. So that's an excellent solution. Yeah. And maybe even if your garage is full, maybe your neighbor or your friend will let you put some of the boxes and things that you have in their garage.
Yeah. Or family. I have a lot of people that have family close by. So they just be like, oh, I'm going to put it in my mom's, son's, whatever in their garage. Yeah.
Yes. And hopefully they're nice enough to let you do that, because it is temporary.
Right.
And especially here in Colorado, it will start to get cold and people will want to use their garage. So hopefully your stuff won't stay in there too long.
That's right. Yeah. But it's got to be out of sight, out of mind, at least for the buyers. Buyers don't want to see your boxes and your stuff unless it's, in the garage and out of the way.
And neatly organized.
Yeah. So what's the payoff of all of this work, right? Figuring out how to store things, where to put it, all the things. When buyers open up a closet door and they see that it's neatly lined up instead of chaos, they're going to feel reassured. Oh, there's plenty of space in this home. Yeah. Oh, it can look beautiful. Organized storage sends the message that this home is well cared for, that it's spacious, that it's move-in ready. And that's exactly what buyers are looking for and what can spark stronger offers from them. So
perfect.
Yeah.
So get her done.
Get her done.
So here are our quick takeaways from this episode. Declutter first. Most people hate that word, declutter, but pre-pack is a better way to put it. So that's what we prefer to use. And use bins and baskets and caddies and all of these things so that it will really maximize the value in that house and the storage that it provides. Consider offsite storage if necessary. Hopefully it will only be a month or two and it shouldn't cost you an arm and a leg, but it's a great, great solution. Having pods delivered, again, something wonderful. Neat storage equals high perceived value, which is what you want when selling a house.
For sure. So storage may not be glamorous, but it's powerful and it's important when it comes to staging and selling your home. So think of it as silent marketing. It's working for you even when you don't realize it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, I think this is the end of our episode. Thanks so much for tuning in to Stager Savvy. This was a short and sweet one. Be sure to subscribe, like, share to those people that are getting ready to sell, and connect with us on Instagram at Stager Savvy. Until next time, happy staging.
Thank you.
Bye, Steph.
Bye-bye. Thank you for listening to Stager Savvy, insider secrets to stage your home and sell it for more. We hope you've enjoyed our discussion on home staging and gained some valuable insights that you can apply to your own real estate journey.
If you have any questions, ideas for future episodes, or would like to learn more about our services, please feel free to visit our website, stagersavvy.com, or reach out to us directly at stagersavvy@gmail.com. We're always happy to help.
Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast to stay up to date on all the latest episodes. And if you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review. Your feedback is incredibly valuable to us and helps us improve our content and reach more people.
Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.